Friends, we're going to talk about another twin flame basics. And I felt in my heart what would be a good twin flame basic for you. And of course, we love this, we are so attracted to the lists of how to know that it is your twin flame, right? What are the signs? But I feel in my heart that there's actually one big, huge, definitive sign. And it can sound different than you think that it should sound. And I'm not longer going to have you wait any longer, so here it is. It is your true twin flame when they actually love you. And the reason that it may sound contradictory to you, maybe contrary to what seems to be your experience, is this. You are at the core one with your true twin flame. On the deeper level, on the soul level, the invisible level where you are connected to your source, the source of everything, the universe, the divine, whatever you want to call it, even if you don't believe in God, doesn't matter. There is a source where everything comes from and everything returns to. And that's just something that is. Doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. So the relationship between your soul and your source, there, in your soul's blueprint, made out of light, invisibly, you are one with your true twin flame. Also note, not with your false twin flame, right? Because when we're still on a journey and haven't arrived yet, we could potentially be thinking that someone is our twin flame when they're not. It's possible. It happens to a lot of us, right? And it can be also helpful, so don't be mistaken, because it is in the direction of the true twin flame that you meet them. And when you keep on walking, you will eventually find the true twin flame. So don't be too distraught. So in this place where you're the invisible soul blueprint, you're one with your true twin flame. And that means that in daily life, when you're just dealing with them and you find them not answering your texts anymore and they sort of walk away, they don't really stick around your house and your relationship and being with you any longer. When you might encounter such things, you might say, well, come on, in my daily life, that's not loving. They're not sticking around here. They're not moving into my home already. We're not married yet. They just have never spoken about that. And now they don't even answer my texts on my phone anymore. And this is not loving, Petra. So you're really mistaken. And that is not so. And that is because the biggest love of loves is the true twin flame. Because it is the same as the love between you, your soul, that you, the true you, the invisible soul you, and the divine, the source. It is unconditional divine love. It's the biggest love possible, the most profound, but also the most fundamental. It's actually the love that is here as the fundamental, foundational element. When you would take away your thoughts and your ideas and you look beyond the body even, you see that it is the foundation of which everything is made out of. And we often don't see it anymore, recognize it anymore, because we have the tendency to look at bodies instead of souls. That is the true you, the soul. We have the tendency to look at my interpretation about reality instead of the reality itself. We have the tendency to have ego, personalities, and find that very important instead of letting that fall away so that we can fall into the love that is already present. That is the divine love that twin flames are about. So how can it be that they are walking around in my daily life, blocking me on social media and not wanting to prolong their relationship intimately with me, how I see that before me myself in, how that should play out with like living together and whatnot and romantic evenings out and whatnot, and they no longer want that. So how can that be loving? Well, because you are one at the core, and love is present as the foundational underlayer of life itself. You are love. The, the, the core of your twin flame union is love. It comes directly from the divine. It is made out of pure light, which is also love. It's the same. So how do you connect that with your experiences in daily life? So apparently these experiences in daily life, that they no longer answer my text and they're walking around in my life, but they don't want to propose marriage to me anymore. Not at all. They walked away. How can you bring that together with the fact that your true twin flame is divine unconditional love as the underlayer of life? Because they show you that there is apparently in you, in your union energy, in your core, and therefore also in the world of bodies, the world of relationships, the world of physicality, because they're one, apparently in your universe, inner and outer as the same, apparently there is something going on that is not entirely peaceful yet, not entirely healed yet, not entirely purified yet. The fact of the truth of the matter, what you truly are, being that pure twin flame union at the core, where you're one. You know that it is true. It is already true right now. And that has apparently not yet led to an existence in the world of forms and your inner dealing with that fact of having that be there directly, pure, as a complete manifestation, completed, shining. Not yet, apparently. So that means that you can start to do something to change that not yet pure, not yet fully expressed in a manifested world of the truth of the matter, that which you are. And you can do something about that. And they show you that you can do something about that. They show you that there is something impure yet. They show you, and that is their love. That is their love, that they show you that. They show you where you can purify, because that's where it feels hurtful to you. And that is something that you can process in your heart, in yourself, which empowers you to, in that aspect where you feel bugged by the reality of the daily life, it empowers you to, at that exact place, start to love yourself more, start to love yourself until it is complete, so that in that aspect you are healed on the fundamental soul level. Not only as a little bit of a, I don't know, like a quick solution that is gone tomorrow, but on the true eternal soul level. And you can do that with loving yourself, letting yourself fall into that divine love that reality is actually made out of. Because you don't know how to solve it and you just fall into it. That's the surrender. You just let go and you fall into the foundational divine love of life. And that's where you're healed. And then when you're finally healed, you can start to expect a more purified version in your daily life of the fact that you already are one with your true twin flame at the core, in truth. And the fact that they are willing to show you where you can heal is loving. It is an acknowledgement of you empowering yourself. They want you to learn that you can empower yourself in love, in life, in spiritual development. They want you to learn that love is inside of your heart, always. They want you to learn that there's one relationship that is healing everything that you can think of, that you would want to have healed. And that is the relationship between you and your source. And they want you to notice that. They want you to be so empowered that you know where the love comes from. Inside your heart, in a relationship between you and your source. So that you can stand together beside each other in your daily life as true twin flames, standing in the flow of true divine foundational love that pours out and pours out and pours out through the center of your union, through both of your hearts of the energetic space of your physical energetic bodies. Love is that which pours out and out and out from source out. And you can be very happy that you can stand next to them, unable to control them, showing them that they can find love inside of their heart, that the love that is the true love, the divine love, that is twin flame love, is only to be found in their own hearts, between them, their soul, and their relationship with source. And then you start to see that both of you falling into that divine love flow, twin flame love flow that comes from source directly, as independent, in a sense, parts of the same union at the same time. Both knowing that you are connected with divine love inside of yourself. That is them loving you. And this is not an invitation to keep on walking with your head against the wall in a non-twin flame relationship where there's abuse going on. That's not the invitation here. If that's the case, you still do the twin flame inner work to heal whatever is going on. Please go to your teacher and start to move to the true twin flame as quickly as possible so that you can let go of any awful situation that was just here to teach you the lesson that would eventually bring you to the true twin flame. All right? And even in the true twin flame union, if there's abuse, you go, okay, that's them loving me because I need to find out how to deal with myself in true love. And when you found that, you will connect with them in daily life, in physical life, in a more harmonious version, more and more the more you do that. It is never an invitation to stay stuck in any sort of non-twin flame relationship, and never an invitation to stay stuck in any form of abusive situation. Both are part of another level of life. The psychological level of life, the psychological, physical level of life. But the true twin flame is your foundational level of life, the spiritual level, which is the definitive fundament of life. Other level. Eventually, you will find yourself, when you keep on doing the correct twin flame inner work, connecting you back with true divine love, you will eventually find yourself in a healed, healthy, beautiful, and harmonious connection with your true twin flame. That's a guarantee. There can come moments in your journey that you start to realize, okay, but they truly love me. That should be the sign of the true twin flame. For me, it happened that this really came forward as a truth. He really, at that point, when that really came to me as a huge revelation, at that point, he still didn't marry me or like be in the relationship with me, how we think about how the relationship should look, which is the romantic date and more dates and then becoming exclusive and whatnot. And that sort of thing. He still couldn't do that. But around that time, him truly loving me was actually the big distinction between the false twin flame and the true twin flame. And I was, within a couple of months, able to move quickly to the state of consciousness of harmonious twin flame union when that happened to me. Because I realized that my true twin flame loved me unconditionally, even though it quote unquote did not look good what he did. But he actually pointed out to me that my relationship with my false twin flame was fake. It was not even a relationship. I didn't even engage there fully with my full value. And he pointed that out to me, that I was not engaging with my full value and I should do that because I'm worth that. And that was loving. That was a loving thing to say. He couldn't yet be my partner. He couldn't yet be engaged to me. But that was a loving thing to say, to give me the freedom to be with someone else, but then please fully engage and make come true your full value there. Don't be stupid and within a relationship not engage with the full value that you have and are psychologically. And I was that stupid because I was very traumatized, still always. After going to harmonious twin flame union, it was also possible for me to heal my trauma completely. With the same inner work for twin flames, by the way. Although I do have a little bit of a secret version of the twin flame inner work for trauma work. For you. I can guide you through it if you come there with me at that phase in our co-creation, then we can do that too. Which is a little bit of another topic, really. But I realized that my true twin flame was the one that really loved me, even though it didn't look like it, quote unquote. And from him was the warmth of what he really said and what he really meant coming forward. But not from the other guy that was playing as if he was my partner. But it was just a play. It was not even real. He was actually kind of unkind to me as well. Which to some seems like, oh, but unkind. That must be the twin flame. They're unkind. No. If you truly feel with all that you are, with the vibration of your heart, what they're doing, then you will feel every time with the true twin flame that what they're actually doing is loving you. You will feel that. Be honest with yourself. And when you actually, with all that you are on the soul level, feel the situation with someone, and you feel that this is not loving, you might be right. It's not your twin flame. But don't go by shallow perceptions only of their behavior, of the word, of their body's movement. Go by how it actually underneath it really truly feels. And you can feel that when you've opened up to your true feeling body, your entire soul is present. Be honest there. At the core of your heart, other way of saying the same. Be honest. The true twin flame truly loves you. So I hope that helps. And I hope to see you in another video again about the basics of twin flames. Much love from Petra.